Hello and welcome to another Retrocore Life in Japan. Now, originally I did film the intro to this video and I have no idea what happened to the file, along with a load of other files that were meant to be part of this video, such as a lot of the stuff I filmed during Christmas time has vanished. God knows where all those files went, but we're starting off here with my son coming home from the train station in a bit of a bad mood by the looks of it. Alright, so I'm going to talk you through a couple of these clips, but not all of them. Now this is a pretty old abandoned set of bars in the city where I work, and yeah, as you can see, it's quite creepy down here. The weird thing is that there are one or two bars in this section which are still open. And on the same day, a little bit of chaos here on the road. One thing you can say about Japanese roads is they're very clean. Just look at that, no garbage down the side of the pavement or anything like that. And here we go, moving into October, and being October, of course I've got to go to the Oktoberfest. Now believe it or not, in the entire of Japan, there is only one officially licensed Oktoberfest in the entire country. And this is it, and it's actually in Fukuoka city. And it takes part every year. Now normally we have a male German band playing, but this year we didn't. We had this band which is up there, yeah. But it's an amazing time. They got loads of different stores selling all the real authentic German beers in authentic German beer glasses or porcelain mugs. Really good time. And we don't get any fights or any hassle or any drunken idiots. Everyone is there to have a good time, and that's the way it should be. As you can hear, the band on stage are playing Go West, which was covered by the Pet Shop Boys, which is relevant because that'll come up later on. Look at the size of that beer that guy's got there to the right of the screen. And of course, on the way back from the Oktoberfest, I needed to go to the toilet while I was on the bullet train. Yeah, a lot of beers will do that. I'll let myself take over here. Here you go, guys, this is what a Shinkansen toilet looks like. A very simple, old Shinkansen toilet. Yeah, it's not exactly high-tech, is it? Then again, this is about 20 years old. And this one is actually for the Chinese people. Yeah. For Korean, Chinese, of course English up at the top. That's better.
This train is completely non-smoking. Please refrain from smoking anywhere on the train.
Now later on, about a couple of weeks after this was filmed, I was actually in a place called Hakata Minamiku, and that is a place where the Shinkansens are actually stored when not in use. This is the Shinkansen I'm going to get on, by the way. Now from this angle that I'm at, you can't really see, but there are 9 Shinkansens rolled up next to each other. And yeah, as I mentioned, this is where they all get stored. And the really cool thing is, if you get on the train here at Hakata Minami, you can ride the Shinkansen for the price of a normal train ticket. because it doesn't go at its top speed. And they're actually using the Shinkansen as a normal local train, but only from Hakata Minami to Hakata Station. From Hakata Station, then we're on to the real Shinkansen speeds and the real Shinkansen prices. I thought I'd give you a little look out of the window on the way to Hakata Station. And here we are in Hakata Station. Well, actually this is a big shopping center which is attached to Hakata Station, and it's also the home of the brand new Nintendo store in Fukuoka City. Now, as I was filming this, the Fukuoka Nintendo store was not open. It was going to open a couple of weeks later, but you can see it here on the right hand side. Yep, all boarded up because it's actually being constructed. As you can see, it's a big shop. And here we'll have a bit of a wander around outside Hakata Station. I think this is the only Christmas footage I've found. God knows where all the other footage went. I had some really good stuff to show you guys as well. But yeah, this is the only bit that's left. As you can see, it is late November and people are not wearing their big coats yet. It was still quite mild at this point in time. Japan really doesn't become cold until mid or late December, to be honest with you. Okay, and here we are in Tokyo. Yep, I went to Tokyo, and as you can see from that poster, yep, I went to see the Pet Shop Boys. So the Pet Shop Boys actually did 3 concerts. Well, they were going to do 3 concerts in Japan in January, and this is the second concert. The first one was cancelled. It was actually a festival event, and it was cancelled because Neil had some sort of illness with his stomach. But this was the second event held at the Tokyo Garden Theatre, and that holds about 6,000 to 7,000 people, and what a show it was. As you can hear, Neil is on form. It was a great show, absolutely amazing. Obviously I can't play too much of the music here because I get done for copyright. Now the sound you're hearing is coming direct from the phone, but I did actually record the entire concert using a Zoom 32-bit float recorder, so I do have the entire concert in audio form and about 1.5 hours in video form. Now I used to live in Tokyo way back in 1998 and 1999, and none of this used to be there back then. This is a Shibuya Scramble shopping center. Shibuya Scramble, if you don't know, is basically probably Japan's equivalent to Times Square. Yeah, it's that major mad crossing. Now this is around about 9:30 or 10 a.m. in the morning, and trust me to go down there when it's pretty cold, not so good weather, it's quite overcast, and we happen to have a lot of ambulances and fire engines going past on the time I was there. So let's take a walk across the world famous Shibuya Scramble. Now I was thinking to have lunch in this area, but it was still pretty early, so I ended up not having lunch here, but quite a few interesting outside restaurants. Again, this is in Shibuya. Now that store you can see in the background, Ichimaru-Q or 109, was the main building in Shibuya for the longest time, but not anymore. That's been around since the late 80s, or maybe even before that. But it's good to see it's still there, it's just not as iconic as it used to be. And it's time to go back home to Yamaguchi Prefecture. So here we are on the plane. Now coming to Tokyo, I had a plane with really clean windows. You can see out of it very nicely, but going back, yeah, bit of a dirty plane. Or at least on the outside. As you can see, this runway is in the middle of the sea. Yep, artificial runway, built on the sea. Yeah, bit of a bump there. And quite a steep takeoff as well. That's what you're seeing there are the mountain peaks in Nagano. Quite a while back they actually had the Winter Olympics there. Okay. Alright, so finally got off the aeroplane and I'm now back in Yamaguchi Prefecture, where I live. So much more peaceful than Tokyo. In fact, it's so peaceful. This train station has no ticket machine, no staff, nothing. So how'd you buy a ticket or how'd you pay for the train? Well, it's kind of based on trust depending on where you get off. Take a look at this. So as you can see, how to get on and off the train. Basically, you take a numbered ticket, and depending on where you get off the train, either you put the ticket and the change, or the money, I should say, the fare, into a box, or you can pay the staff. It depends whether the station has any staff. But to give you an idea of how big this station is, let's take a look. So there's the toilet. Won't be using that. And let me just go to the wide angle. Yeah, that's the station. That little tiny room. Yeah, and only one track, so you can't really go wrong, can you? And it does have a nice little mural in here, which was apparently done by Retrocore in 2017. So that is the first Life in Japan video of 2026, or 2026, I suppose you could say. Yeah, most of the footage is from last year, starting with the Oktoberfest and so on. But yeah, there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, guys, take it easy. So it's been a month since I came back from Tokyo, and here I am back in Kyushu, where I work, and Yeah, it's the beginning of February 2nd when I took this, and it's pretty cold. Oh yeah. Now this is a shrine on the 12th floor of a department store. In fact, it's on the roof. Now this area is quite famous for people committing suicide. You can see those railings that I just took a photo through. Well, oh, look at the handsome guy there in the reflection. Well, anyway, those railings were not so high in the past, and on I think it's 2 occasions, maybe 3 occasions, there have been people who threw themselves off the top of this building. Yeah. Which is why they have those railings up there now. I think the last one was about 8 years ago. I was in work at the time. Actually, my office where I work is very close to here, and we didn't see it, but we did hear all the commotion. Yeah. I wonder where that leads to. Now, this department store was quite grand at one point, but not anymore. Actually, this top floor has these very nice, how can we say, corner style escalators. So instead of going just straight, they actually bend. Now, even though this is the 12th floor, you can't see down to the other floors from here. Now, normally they have a waterfall and like nice coffee tables and stuff where you can just sit down and relax. But during this period, they were getting ready to accept people's votes for the new government. So yeah, all this was off limits, so to say. But yeah, where those flowers are in the background, usually that's all running water, and it looks really, really nice. But not so much there. And on the way home, feeling a little bit peckish, so we check out the vending machine, and we can see in the bottom left hand corner where it's got the red labels, we've got some soups. Which soup do I go for? Well, I've gone for this one. This is a Korean soup, very, very spicy, but it's got croutons in it, a bit of beef and stuff. Very nice indeed. Okay guys, until next time, take it easy, and hopefully I'll have more to show you in the next Life in Japan video.